Okay. So the blood is going to go from the left and the right pulmonary veins into the left atrium, correct? From the left atrium, here is the left atrium, right? From left atrium, it's then going to flow past this valve right here. What is this valve that is going to separate the left atrium from the left ventricle? Bicuspid or mitral valve. So if I say identify the structure, the answer is what? Bicuspid or mitral valve. We have these muscles right here, which are what? Papillary muscles. We have these little tendon structures here called what? Chordae tendineae. We have these muscles down here called what? Trabeculae carinae. Good. We are now in what chamber? Left ventricle. Good. From the left ventricle, it then goes to where? To the where? Aorta. Right? Everybody see that on the board where it says aorta? Okay. This is the aorta. So this is the aorta. Okay. So we pump blood from the left ventricle into the where? Aorta. What is the name of the valve? What is the name of the valve that we find that is going to serve as the differentiation point between the left ventricle and the aorta? This valve right here, which is called the what? Excellent. The aortic semilunar valve. Okay? So it passes through the aortic semilunar valve. It then goes into this part of the aorta. This part of the aorta is called the ascending aorta. This is called the arch of the aorta. And once you get past this vessel right here, it's now called the descending aorta. So again, ascending aorta, arch of the aorta, and now descending aorta. From the descending aorta, it then goes to your systemic arteries. It then goes to the cells, right? From the cells, it then goes into what? Systemic veins. Good. Look at the chart. Cheat. Okay, that's what I want you to do right now, is cheat off of it. So it goes into systemic veins. From the systemic veins, it's one of the systemic veins, and it only has it on this model, and I'm going to add more as we go along. But it goes into these two vessels. This is the right and the left brachiocephalic veins. The right and the left brachiocephalic veins. This is only two of many systemic veins we have in our body. So this is the right brachiocephalic, and this is the left brachiocephalic vein. Excuse me. Where does brachiocephalic come from? Have you ever heard of brachial before? Arm. Exactly. Brachial means what? Arm. And cephalic means what? Head. So where do you think this vessel comes from? The arm and the head. Makes sense, right? So brachiocephalic is going to drain the arm and the head, and it's going to drain it into this vessel right here. Well, we have this vessel here, which goes into the right atrium. We have this vessel here, which goes into the right atrium. And we have this vessel here, which goes into the right atrium, right? What do you think, based upon what we've learned, what do you think is the name of this vessel right here?
Superior vena cava.
Exactly, the superior vena cava. Therefore, this one is called the what? Inferior vena cava. And then this last one, by process of elimination, must be the what? Coronary sinus. Good. So superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, and coronary sinus lead into the where? Right atrium. Does everybody get that? Okay, great.